And after that one show, you made this a customer pick. It is her soft baked biscotti. And it is love at first bite. It is so good. I just have to let you know that it's all made in small batches. She only bakes them once. Most biscotti is baked twice, so it's soft. It's all handmade, hand rolled with lots of love. And I'm sure you've probably tried biscotti, which can traditionally be super hard. This is just the opposite of it. I'm gonna hold up just one piece of it so that you can just see all of the wonderful cherries and the amount of nuts. Anything that Nona does, she does with a tremendous amount of love. And today we get to offer to you the Biscotti Loaf, which I wanna show you. That's what we have the item number up for. And this is going to be your loaf. It's 2 pounds, so you can order the loaf. Or you'll hear me mention that we also have a giftable option for you of the 10, okay? And I wanna show you the 10. You can ask about that. The item number on the screen is for the, okay, so I understand the item number that we have on the screen is actually for the 10. I know it says loaf, just trust us on this, it's actually for the 10, okay? Here's what's unique about the 10, is that the 10 has all center pieces. So what do I mean by that? And then I'm gonna introduce our guest. So with the loaf, you know how you'll have the end pieces? The 10 has all the larger center pieces in it, okay? But you can ask about the loaf if you want to, but the item number that you're seeing, you're going to get the 10. Carrie Miletto, who's also Italian, is joining us and is filling in for our Nona. I'm so happy that you're here.
Buonasera, everybody. That's how you say good afternoon in Italian. So
I love it.
Yes, I'm really, really happy to be able to be here with this because listen, I tried this when our Nona first came and I was blown away. It started with her cookies, but then she brought the biscotti. Can I tell you, this is at my house right now and isolation means nothing because I've got this. So when I can bite into this biscotti, it is soft bake. And what that means, Marlo was explaining that to you, most biscotti is baked twice. And that's because then it gives it that kind of, that texture that when you dunk it, it's then gonna go right into the coffee and soften up. My mom actually loves biscotti, but she has to spend about a half an hour just leaving it in the coffee before she can bite into it. So what I love about this is, notice how easily I can just do this and it breaks right up. It's nice and soft. So that once baked means soft. And that means also that you're gonna enjoy all of those ingredients inside of here. Nona puts 3/4 of a pound in each loaf of pistachios and cherries. So 3/4 of a pound in each loaf. Marlo showed you what the loaf looks like. That's a lot of stuff inside that hand-rolled loaf. And that's because we want you to be able to really enjoy that rich flavor of those pistachios and then to enjoy that, you know, that I don't even know how to explain. The cherries are just like that burst of tartness with a little bit of sweetness. So you're gonna get 16 pieces approximately in your tin. The tin lasts for 6 months in the freezer, 4 months on the counter. So if you wanna just leave the tin right on the counter, you can do that. But we love also toasting these. So if you do wanna kind of just add a little fresh crisp and a little warmth to it, pop it in your toaster, it goes in there just fine, or put it in your oven at 350 for about 6 minutes or so.
Oh, and Nona says to add just a little bit of butter.
Yes.
Now, I haven't tried it in the oven, but I just want you to see, they're incredible. And I'm gonna have a little bit of a bite. If you would like to order, you're going to get the 10, and I love that we have the 10, because remember, they're all center pieces. You're getting 2 pounds, super giftable. Read the reviews, read the reviews. They sold out the first time that we had them on the air, because everything is made in small batches. Nona she's not about this big manufacturing. Her and her family are from Italy. As a little girl, her mom was the baker.
Yep.
In Italy. Like, people would come to her mom and ask her mom to bake for their weddings or parties and special occasions. And so as a little girl, Nona got to watch her mom bake, and she obviously became a great baker. She moved to Paris, and here on Good Eating with Marlo, she's brought to us some of the most wonderful foods. One of the things that we love about cookies con amore is that they use only wholesome ingredients.
Yes.
They don't load any of their foods with like tons of sugar. So if you're looking for something very sugary, this is not it. That's not what they do with cookies con amore.
That's right.
It's all about flavor. It's all about the finest ingredients. And we're very discerning. You can see that with your eyes.
Oh yeah, and you know what? Italian cooking is about flavor. That's why we always, you know, I think people rave about Italian cooking across the world. And part of that is because we want you to taste each ingredient that's comprising what you're eating, right? So with this biscotti, again, soft. So that when you bite into it, it's nice and kind of almost a chewy, soft texture. And then you're gonna have the crunch from the pistachio, and then you're gonna have that pop of those cherries, which gives you that tartness. So it really is not about sugaring it up. Sugaring it up would take away from it. It's letting those natural flavors and those natural ingredients come through. And that's the thing. Nona uses all natural, like you said, ingredients, all from the United States. Pistachios are a loved nut in Italy, actually. They're one of the favorite nuts of Italy. But we do source all of our nuts and all of our fruits from the USA. We're out of San Marcos, California. That's where Fernanda, our Nona, lives. Hi, Fernanda. We love you.
Hi, Nona.
Hi, Nona. But what's great about this is that you can have Nona's Kitchen in your home in a matter of days. I want you to think about how it's going to just kind of liven you up, because every day when I open my tin and I make my beautiful coffee, I set my espresso down, I have my piece of biscotti, it just kind of is giving me like, it kind of makes me feel like things are normal, things are good, I'm having my, and it's delicious. I mean, that is the thing.
It's hard to really describe how wonderful it tastes. You have to get it at home. You can read the reviews on our website. They are delicious. I want to say it tastes between a really good cookie, you know, but it's not hard. Remember, this is a soft, baked, it's all handmade biscotti. So it's only baked once. Most biscottis are twice baked. That's why they're hard. And some people find them super hard. Some people actually have to soak them in coffee just to soften them up a little bit. With this, you'll never have to do it. I would love to see you maybe pair this with a cup of tea. We've got some beautiful teas coming up. Even with your espresso or your coffee in the morning. I'm telling you, this became a customer pick after the first airing. And I was reading some of the reviews online. It's delightful. It has the sweetness and the tartness of the cherries. And because of the amount of cherries, and you can see for yourself, and the amount of nuts, every bite you take, you're getting little bits of the cherries and the tartness and the nuts. So it's like this wonderful flavor that's there. And I'm telling you, there's nothing like it on the market. No one has anything like this.
It's true.
This is in Nona's kitchen with her children and her grandchildren and us here at HSN. I'm one of her kids.
Yes.
I had Nona adopt me. You know that. I love Nona. And so she made this for us especially. And if you'd love to own it, you've got the 10. Remember, they're 2 pounds. And you can put these right into your freezer if you want to.
You can freeze them for up to 6 months, and then you can take out pieces as needed. But Marlo, can you hold up the loaf for a second?
Sure.
Just because I want people to understand. And we have the loaf, but I want you to see the loaf because that's how they all start, right? As a loaf. And then when you look at that loaf and the size of it in Marlo's hand, that loaf has 3/4 of a pound of pistachios and cherries.
Oh my gosh.
Just what's in her hand. So when Marlo's talking about every bite has you taste those pistachios, you taste those cherries. It's not like the biscottis that you get, you know, that are just over dried. They're really hard and they have hardly anything in them. So if you got like a, you know, chocolate chip or even a pecan or something like that, and there's like 4 pieces like in the whole thing.
Yes.
That's not what this experience is like. I promise you, I'm Italian, I bake, I've been to some of the best places in Italy, France, you name it, but I'm telling you, I have never had a biscotti like this. So take it as Carrie Miletto's word.